Back at the half, folks, we welcome you. If you guys are just joining us, the De La Salle Green Archers have a dozen on the UE Red Warriors. The University of the East trails 27-39 after 20 minutes of action. Mix Gomez and Ayana Perlas are trotting the sidelines for us. The hoop nut Enzo Flojo is with me. My name is Nikko Ramos, and together with the rest of your SNA and ABS-CBN sports team, we've been treated to a slew of buckets from Aljun Melesio and the UE Red Warriors, clawing and scrapping and grinding their way to stay within jabbing distance of this ball game.
Well, the thing with UE is they've been able to do a good defensive stand for most of the first half, but in those last 2 minutes, Nikko, just some open shots for De La Salle enabled them to hike that lead up to a dozen points. We're seeing right now 39-27, so a lot of adjustments in store for UE heading into the third quarter. If you see, as you see here, field goal percentage 39% for La Salle, only 23% for UE. Couple that with the perimeter scoring of De La Salle, rather 6 3-pointers made already for De La Salle. That means that the defensive rotation for Coach Joe Silva and his wards has to be much better in the last 2 quarters for them to really significantly eat into that 12-point deficit.
18-10 is the perimeter point scoring. Enzo, you know, usually the stat is flipped on its side and you say, okay, nakabawi naman siguro sa inside scoring ang Red Warriors. The story there is 16-8. DLSU has doubled up on the Red Warriors in that field as well. We've talked ad nauseum about Aljun Melesio and his 12 points. What we haven't talked about, because he hasn't been on the floor, only played 8 minutes in that first half, is Alvin Pasaol and his 5 points leading the way for UE.
Well, the thing with Pasaol is he was into foul trouble early in that first half. That's why he only played under 9 minutes in that particular half, his first 2 quarters. But Pasaol, he will be a big part of the Warriors' second half surge if they're going to be able to do that. I'm sure he's going to take a lion's share of their shots in the second half, Nikko, and that's going to be necessary for them to mount a serious comeback or rally in the last 2 quarters of this game.
Well, it was all about trying to find the other people who will be able to score next to Alvin Pasaol. Well, Pasaol was not there to be next to for most of that first half because of the foul trouble. Well, let's take a peek into that UE locker room to see how that story has developed with Mix Gomez being our inside guy. Mix, go ahead.
Nikko and Enzo, actually kanina nakausap natin si Coach Pollard Daddy at yes, sinabi nga niya sa atin that Alvin Pasaol hasn't played much but he's very happy with the offensive execution ng UE Red Warriors. Yun nga raw ang naging key for them to be in this game even though he's not playing that much. And another thing, you mentioned yung offensive rebounding and then boxing out has also been another factor. Kahit na nag-improve sila sa second quarter, Coach Joe Silva still challenged his players to keep on working hard because they really are going to need those kinds of things to work for them. Now, as for Alvin, alam natin that he is a proven scorer. He only played a few minutes in the first half, but expect him to play much better in the second half. Balik tayo sa inyo, Nikko and Enzo.
Well, thanks a lot, Mix, and that's what you look forward to. That is your large, Pasaol-sized silver lining if you're a Red Warrior fan. The fact that, yeah, this maybe is a double-digit deficit, but, you know, arguably the most prolific scorer in the league is well-rested, has a lot of time to have really examined this game from the bench, and is coming back, hopefully, fresh and recharged for that third period. Now, for the De La Salle Green Archers, their prolific scorer in Aljun Melesio was as advertised in this ball game, and Ayana Perlas was in the locker room on the Taft side. Let's take a look at what happened there with them. Ayana, go ahead.
Nikko and Enzo, nothing but hidden smiles on the coaches' faces, and of course prayers happened in the dugout. Head coach Luis Gonzalez reminded the team to not be complacent in today's game, and of course to always protect the lead at all costs. The entire coaching staff also commended the boys on how they stuck it out in the last game against the Bulldogs, and also reminded them to keep doing that in today's game. Strengthening and conditioning coach Marlon Celis added that why the boys need to continue on, of course, being able to maintain their one-on-one defense and maintain their outside shots, which Aljun Melesio has been doing. He has been selecting their shots. He has been selecting his shots, of course, and obviously he has been so relaxed and he isn't that rattled in today's game, which is why he has been playing so well. All the updates you need, Nikko and Enzo.
Thanks, Ayana. I want to go back to what she said at the very start of that, you know, Enzo. 2 points, really, the coaching staff saying don't be complacent, and also there are hidden smiles within that coaching staff. Kasi if lamang ka ng ganito against a deadly UE team, that's the one thing you don't want to maybe show your team, show your players as you check out the Mogu shake of the game. Ayaw mo pakita sa kanila na medyo masaya ka na doon sa
Yes.
nagawa nila so far.
Well, syempre, if you're
Hindi mo muna
Lasal,
ibibigay.
you don't